Okay, I installed the RTX 5080 graphics card on my computer, and I have an older graphics card that's not used anymore, and also the motherboard is the Asus Prime X570P, so it's not very fresh, PCIe 3.0, and it works with PCIe 4. And here I was checking the specifications, the 850 watts power supply, that's what I have, minimum or recommended, I'm not sure. And I did download both the MSI Center and also the MSI Afterburner. That's actually what I installed. I reinstalled the Nvidia driver. I had the driver before, but just in case. And I'm using the studio version of the Nvidia driver. You can see all the versions if you're interested to see more about it. And I did try a few times to see if something is working well. And for me, the most important thing is DaVinci Resolve, that it's as fast as possible to render and to work really well. If you're interested in DaVinci Resolve performance on the RTX 5080 on an older motherboard, not the latest PCIe 5, this is a motherboard that supports PCIe 4, but just a spoiler alert, here the motherboard was running in PCIe 3 mode because the old graphics card was PCIe 3, and I don't know, I set it to manually to PCIe 3. So if you have a problem like this, you get a new graphics card PCIe 5 or 4 and it's not really performing at the best speed, it might be worth it to check the actual BIOS settings for the PCIe settings. Each slot has a configurable value, so I had it set to forced at PCIe 3 and I set it to PCIe 4 because my motherboard doesn't support more than 4, but when I was doing these tests it's all PCIe 3, and this is how you see the performance, about 80 to 90 frames per second for this type of project, how I have it here. And as a reference, this one was rendering at about 40 frames per second on the RTX 2060 OC Asus, so that wasn't so good at double performance. I did a first test, performance test, benchmark, I did a few things, and this one actually was pretty good. It looked like it was okay, but on PCIe 4 later it was much higher, it was much better. So yeah, this is a reference for you if you're interested to see how the RTX 5080, which is a PCIe 5 graphics card GPU, performs on a motherboard set to PCIe 3.0, the speed of the 16x slot. I'm speeding up all these parts because I don't really know what to say here. There's a lot of information on the screen. I hope this helps you to get an idea of how this works on PCIe 3. This is on PCIe 3. I just installed the motherboard. I was doing a few tests. I hope this helps you. I did reinstall the drivers a few times. I installed the Nvidia game ready driver, then the studio version, the studio driver, and it was pretty much the same. A little bit of a difference, but nothing spectacular. The way I was able to make it work better, faster, was to change the BIOS settings. So if you have a problem like this, where your GPU is kind of not being used at full capacity in DaVinci Resolve, especially in the game test, in the rendering test, not the rendering, in the Furmark, it looked like it was okay, but actually with the PCIe 4 it's gonna be even better. And yeah, the things to do are really to look at the sensors in GPU Z, for example. Here I downloaded GPU Z, and you look for something that looks like it's 100%, and you see bus interface load, it's kind of going to 100% many times. Sometimes it was even stuck there, and I didn't really notice here, but the bus was set to PCIe 3 here, and maximum PCIe 3. Even like this, it's really working, and the graphics card is really silent. We've been using it for a few days now, and using it in DaVinci Resolve is great. In games, a few games we have, they look really good. I mean, the thing works and it's faster than the previous one, which is not really a surprise because I was expecting it to be faster. It should be faster. It's much more expensive and a much newer graphics card. I had the RTX 2060, now RTX 5080 should be a difference. And eventually everything is okay. Yeah, if you have a problem with the screens, maybe something is not working, check for the cables. Maybe if you have a display port to HDMI adapter, that might not work. For me, I was lucky it was working. I'm still not sure which screen is on the display port adapter, but I will make sure that the main screen, the good screen, is on the HDMI directly, and with the adapter it's going to be the second screen just in case. So I have one less adapter going to the main screen, but everything looks good. There's no lag for the screens with the adapter or anything. So the graphics card is working and it's silent. It's not noisy even when it's at full power. You see, in a future video I'll show you when it's even at full power and it's really, the fans are not working that much. They don't need to work that much. But in the summer that's going to be changing for sure. That's information about the files, HDR10 files.